from?
I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. To be specific, the East Side.
Okay. What made you come to Cleveland?
Coming to Cleveland, it was. I've always been a traveling type of person. When I left Detroit, I think back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken, I left there, went to Chicago, uh, and I was in school there. I went to University of Phoenix there, as well as in Michigan. And Chicago was straight, but I wanted warm weather, so I eventually ended up moving to Houston. And Houston is home for me. Texas, the state of Texas in general, as a whole, is home for me. So I went there, and it was cool. My son was born there, and then I needed something different, so I ended up coming to Cleveland, basically to, drive trucks and then, go to school, go back to school.
Okay. What was you in school for in the beginning?
Originally, it was computer science. I like computers. I like to type. Um, I was one of the fastest typers in school, so I like that. But I mean, it was cool, but I didn't really finish pursuing it.
Okay, guys. Why didn't you finish pursuing it?
I have I have what you call a short term. Like I get bored easy, so for me, it was just. I mean, it's cool. I can still do it, but it didn't excite me.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. And what were your high school experiences like?
High school was wild for me. Running the streets, uh, family. Got kicked out of a couple schools, but because I really didn't get caught doing too much, and my grades were good, I was allowed to be let back in. Well, one, I got kicked out of one school, which was a charter school, and then I went to another school. That was cool, and I ended up getting kicked out of all public schools. But because my grades were good and it was almost time for graduation, they let me back in to graduate.
Okay. Did you play any sports?
Yeah, I played football, JV and varsity,
What position?
DB,
Okay.
and I was in the marching band as well. So one year I played football. Well, a year and a half I played football. Then I was in the marching band.
Okay. What instrument you play?
The quints, which is percussions.
Oh, okay.
I did that, and I marched drum major.
Oh, wow. Okay. Um, did you have any like musical influences growing up?
Yeah, my favorite. Well, two of my favorite artists is AZ and DJ Quick.
Okay.
So between them, of course, NWA, Pac, Biggie, but it was definitely DJ Quick and AZ.
Okay. As a kid, what were your childhood dreams?
Childhood dreams. That's a good question. When I was a child, I wanted to basically, grow up, go to college, settle down, and just, I had an uncle that was into computers, so he kind of inspired me to go the computer route. So that was pretty much my childhood dreams.
Okay. Now, what's your current career now?
Current career, I'm the business owner of Hashtag Dope Photography LLC, which is a photography company I started. From photography, I ended up getting into videography and things of that nature. Everything to do with media, I ended up getting involved with, and the inspiration behind that was my brother Sean Paul from the group Young Bloods. I took some pictures of him and his wife, and he told me that I was blessed with the eye for photography, and that I should take advantage of it. And after that conversation, I invested in my first camera, and from there I started the company, and it's been going ever since.
Okay. How long have you been in photography?
I've been doing photography all my life, but I didn't realize that that's what I was doing. It was just something I was doing and wasn't paying attention to. But as far as my company has been it's going on 3 years now.
Now, do you have any regrets?
Regrets, no regrets, simply for the simple fact is I believe in trusting the process, and a loss is not a loss, it's a lesson. So with the good and with the bad, I take everything that's coming to me. I'm grateful for everything that's coming to me because I'm grateful to be alive, to be able to experience it. And anything that I go through that could be negative or bad, it's only making me stronger and to be able to withstand the next level.
I actually led into my next question. What kind of mistakes, or if you had any mistakes, how did you learn from them, and how did that make you a better person?
Mistakes, me being my mother's only son, is me and my little sister. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes, but I didn't let my mistakes hold me back. Of course, everybody go through depression and things of that nature, which I have a couple times, but I stayed prayed up, and I surrounded myself with people that were doing what I wanted to do so that they could be an influence and help motivate me.
Okay. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I will be a billionaire. I will have filmed and directed movies, television shows, started a nonprofit to be able to give back and help reach out to the kids, especially the local neighborhood kids that may not have things to do, and give them an opportunity to have things to do so that we can help each other grow and continue to grow.
For sure. What kind of movies do you want to direct? Like, what kind of genre are you into?
Being a creator, all types of movies, because that'll challenge me. It's easy to do movies or do things that you're comfortable with, but in order for you to advance, I feel like in order for you to advance yourself, you have to push the limit and try different things, which will open up my creativity.
And do you have any role models? Anybody you looked up to growing up?
My parents, my mother and my father. I look up to my little sister, and that's my younger sister, but I look up to her. Family, my right-hand man. As far as people in the industry, I'm around a bunch of industry execs. I look up to them. I get advice daily. Some good, some telling me what it is, and which I respect it. So it helps strengthens me. So pretty much, I look up to those that are pouring into me, and I can learn from, as well as be able to teach as well. So it's not a specific person or people, it's just those that pour into me. I actually look up and value and appreciate them.
Okay. Off topic question. Did you go to church growing up?
Yep, I went to church. Fun fact, I used to play the drums in church. It was cool. It was a passion of mine. I love to play the drums. I'm musically inclined. And it was cool. What kind of deteriorated from me from that was when money got involved, and you get hired to pay or to play, and then it kind of took away from it. Sometimes you might get paid, sometimes you might not get paid, and it kind of made me veer away from it. But every now and then I do pick up the sticks and play the drums. The last time I played the drums was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when I interviewed the librarian, their librarian, Laura Maidens. I actually got to play the drums with a couple guys in there.
Okay. Speaking from experience myself, I played the drums. When churches bring money into playing drums, do you feel like that kind of taints kind of like the love for it as far as playing for a church? because it's like you said, sometimes you do get paid, sometimes you don't. But I know kind of like the organ players, they get paid on a consistent basis, and the
Yeah.
drummers are kind of replaceable in a sense. So do you think that tainted the love for playing the drums in the church, or
For me, being a kid, yes,
okay,
because it wasn't about money for me. It was I used to sit Sundays. I used to sit there by the drummer, and I would bring sticks. And as he was playing the drums, I would beat on my leg to the point where they started letting me play every now and then until I got good enough to play it and hold the service down. So to me, that was the love. But yeah, when money got involved and by me being young and not really knowing that it's a business as well, it kind of pushed me away from it. But at the end of the day, I still love to play. I wish I would have continued playing and got better and better, but I didn't. Life happens.
and last question, what is your end game? What is your retirement plan?
I have a son. He's 5 now. My end game is to be healthy and wealthy, and create generational wealth for my end game for me, and just to everything I do is for him. So with my end game, it's just doing whatever it takes for myself, is of course, like to be happy. I mean, to be happy, to be healthy, because he watches me, and if he sees me happy, he's gonna be happy. If he sees me healthy, he's gonna want to be healthy. So, me realizing that my end game is to always lead by example for him, to him.
All right. We got CJ Martin. All right, shout yourself out, man.
Yeah, this is CJ Martin, CJ hashtag Martin. You can follow me on all social media, on Instagram at spell the word out, hashtag _dope _photography. On Facebook, you can follow me at hashtag spell the word out, DOPE. That's one word. Hashtag dope is one word. And the last word is photography, or the last name is photography, spelled with the E.
Sure. Make sure you follow that. Make sure you lock in with him. And great interview. Definitely want to see you back. Definitely want to get a part 2 for sure.
Appreciate it.